Good evening, I'm John Carter. Welcome to Poland Daily. The president of Gdansk, Paweł Adamowicz, has sadly lost his life. Adamowicz died in hospital a day after being stabbed during the Gdansk finale of the Great Orchestra of Christmas Charity. The attacker, 27-year-old Stefan W., had previously served a prison sentence for armed robbery. According to the Wirtualna Polska news website, he was sent to a psychiatric ward in Szczecin during his time in prison, where he was allegedly diagnosed with paranoid schizophrenia.
The late president of Gdańsk was attacked during the most important part of the concert, the so-called światełko do nieba, or the light to heaven, during the finale of the Great Orchestra of Christmas Charity in Gdańsk. A 27-year-old attacker ran onto the stage at around 8 p.m. In a recording from the concert, we can see how Stefan W. runs across the stage towards Paweł Adamowicz and strikes him with a knife. Then he walks around the stage with his hands raised up and talks through a microphone about the crime he committed just seconds earlier. Hello, my name is Stefan Wilmont. I was wrongfully put in prison. The Civic Platform Party tortured me. That's why Adamowicz needed to die. Stefan W. stabbed Adamowicz 3 times, twice around the heart and once in the belly. One of the blows struck an aorta. The paramedics reanimated Adamowicz for 25 minutes on the stage. Then the heavily wounded was transported to the University Clinical Center in Gdańsk. The surgery took more than 5 hours. After the surgery, the doctors stressed that Adamowicz's life was still in danger. The deputy president of the city of Gdańsk, Aleksandra Dulkiewicz, appealed to not use this tragedy for political purposes. We still don't know what was the attacker's motivation, but I beg everyone, let's remove aggression from our everyday lives, from the political life, from any other life. We can't let violence escalate. Paweł Adamowicz was the president of Gdańsk for over 20 years. In recent municipal elections, he was chosen for that office for the 6th time in a row. He was 53 years old.
The president of Poland, Andrzej Duda, after meeting with representatives of political groups, announced that the day of the mayor of Gdansk, Paweł Adamowicz's funeral, will be a day of national mourning.
Representatives of every political group say that they're shocked by this cruel crime. They express grief and sadness and offer condolences to the family of the mayor of the city of Gdańsk, Paweł Adamowicz. They all condemned the act that led to the mayor of Warsaw losing his life. Today, the president of Poland, Andrzej Duda, invited representatives of all political groups to the presidential palace. The meeting concerned the march against violence and hatred, but it won't take place.
The murder of the mayor of the city of Gdańsk, Paweł Adamowicz, is a tragedy for all of us. It raises condemnation, grief and sadness. Condolences to the family. Rest in peace. It's a big shock for all of us. We can't believe it. We will certainly remember Mr. Adamowicz as a very positive person. He was always smiling and we should remember him that way. We are all shocked by this crime. We are shocked by the death of the mayor of the city of Gdańsk. We decided not to organize the march. We decided, if it's possible, to be with the mourning family during the funeral ceremony and pay tribute to Mayor Adamowicz, who served the city of Gdańsk and the Republic of Poland for many years. I would like his death to be honored with a day of national mourning. I asked representatives of all political groups which day should we choose, because I wanted this to be a decision made by all of us. We decided that the family of Adamowicz should choose the day, and it will possibly be the day of the funeral.
The Civic Platform Party politicians didn't participate in a meeting organized by the Polish president, even though Paweł Adamowicz once belonged to their party. They said that it's not the right time to organize initiatives like that, and that this should be a period of silence.
After the Polish Internal Security Agency arrested a Chinese citizen on espionage charges, the spokeswoman for the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of the People's Republic of China has warned the Polish authorities not to include the Huawei company in the investigation.
We will ask Poland for the fastest consultations possible in this matter. We call Poland to settle this case based on facts and to make sure that the rights of Wei Jin-W are kept and that he will be treated the right way. We want Poland to stop making unreasonable insinuations and restrictions against Huawei and other Chinese companies. We also call for fair conditions for mutual investments and fair cooperation of companies.
The US ambassador to Germany, Richard Grenell, has written a letter to a number of German companies engaged in the construction of the Nord Stream 2 pipeline. Grenell has threatened them with the US sanctions if they don't pull out of the project. The gas pipeline would allow Russian gas to flow straight to Germany under the Baltic Sea, bypassing Ukraine and Poland. Both countries deemed the planned pipeline to be a threat to both the European Union and their energy security.
The story was broken by the German daily Handelsblatt. The newspaper wrote that Ambassador Grenell's letter was perceived as a provocative act by the German Ministry of Foreign Affairs. According to Handelsblatt, German diplomats are of the opinion that Grenell believes it to be his job to sabotage the most important components of German foreign policy, and that he doesn't understand the role that should be played by an ambassador. The newspaper also stated that the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Heiko Maas, has told Grenell that he needs to change his behavior. According to Handelsblatt, the German Ministry of Foreign Affairs has, in response, adopted a strategy of bypassing Grenell and instead deal directly with the US State Department. The US Embassy in Berlin is to be marginalized, and Grenell, in particular, ignored as much as possible. US President Donald Trump has previously strongly criticized Germany for continuing the construction of Nord Stream 2. On December 11, 2018, the US House of Representatives passed a non-binding bipartisan resolution supporting sanctions against the Nord Stream 2 pipeline project. Poland and other countries in Central Eastern Europe have argued that the EU is already too dependent on Russian gas and therefore needs to diversify its energy suppliers. Russia has proved on a number of occasions in the past that it is capable of using its near-monopolistic position on the European gas market as a political tool. It's a situation which Nord Stream 2, if finished, will only cement.
Thank you very much for joining us here at Poland Daily. I'm John Carter. Stay tuned after the break for Poland Daily Weather and then the business, and that will be followed by Poland Daily Culture, History and the Travel.